Happy day, children. 7th Standard English. Children, hope you all are safe at home and also watching your video classes. Today we are going to learn Unit 2 Supplementary. The title of the story is The Red-Headed League, written by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Now let us see about the author of this story. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle was born on 1859. He was a British writer and medical doctor. He is best known for the 60 short stories, and also he wrote science fiction and historical stories. He wrote the short stories about the detective Sherlock Holmes, and he created the character Sherlock Holmes in 1887 when he published A Study in Scarlet, the first of 4 novels and more than 50 short stories about Holmes and Dr. Watson. He wrote more than 300 fictions, including 24 novels. Children, now you turn to page number 45 in your e-book. First, we will see the characters in this story. Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes was the famous detective and the friend of Dr. Watson. Next comes Dr. Watson. He was a doctor and Sherlock's friend. He was always with Holmes and accompanied him everywhere. Next comes Jabez Wilson. He was the owner of the pawn shop. He had a bright red hair. Here the word pawn shop means a shop which offers loans in exchange for personal property. Next comes Vincent Spaulding. He was Wilson's assistant, also known as John Clay. He was actually the notorious thief. Next, Duncan Rose. Spaulding's accomplice, a man with red hair. Next one is Mr. Jones, a detective from Scotland Yard. Now let us see the story. The Red-Headed League. Children, first we will see the summary of this story. Mr. Wilson, a red-haired pawn shop owner, met the famous detective Mr. Sherlock Holmes to find a solution for the practical joke someone had been playing on him. Mr. Wilson joined the Red-Headed League, headed by Mr. Duncan Rose, for quite a high salary of £4 a week on the recommendation of his assistant Vincent Spaulding, who worked with him for half the wages. Wilson's work was to copy the Encyclopedia Britannica daily from 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. After 8 weeks, he is shocked to find that the office has been dissolved. Holmes and his friend, Dr. Watson, visit Mr. Wilson's shop at Saxe-Coburg Square. He walks in front of the shop and taps the ground with his walking stick. He knocks the shop door and Spaulding opens. The legs of his trousers are dirty. Holmes asked Spaulding the way to stand pretty well knowing it. Holmes asked Dr. Watson to meet him at 10 o'clock. Holmes, Dr. Watson and Mr. Jones and a policeman await for the thief at the bank. They hide themselves behind the boxes. At 11:15 p.m., Spaulding and Rose come from underground and are caught. Spaulding is recognized to be the notorious thief John Clay. Later, Holmes explained to Dr. Watson that the Red-Headed League was just created to keep Wilson away from his shop. When he went for work daily, they had time to make the tunnel. Holmes doubted Spaulding as he worked for half wages and was in the cellar most of the time. When Holmes hit the ground with his walking stick and saw Spaulding's trousers dirty, he understood that he is making a tunnel from the pawn shop to the bank at the back of the shop in the next street. As the Red-Headed League was dissolved and it was Sunday, Holmes was sure the thief would come and he caught them red-handed. A huge bank robbery was cleverly stopped. So children, in this story, we have scene 1, scene 2 and scene 3. First we will see scene 1. One day, Dr. Watson visited his friend Sherlock Holmes at his home in London. When he arrived, Sherlock Holmes was talking to a man in his living room. The man's name was Mr. Jabez Wilson. Mr. Wilson knew that Holmes was a famous detective who could solve crimes and he wanted to solve mystery. So, here the word detective means a person, especially a police officer whose occupation is to investigate and solve crimes. And also the word, the Red-Headed League. Here, league means a group of people have joined together for a particular purpose. Who could solve crimes and he wanted to solve a mystery. Here the word mystery means something that is difficult. And Mr. Wilson was talking. Holmes looked at him carefully. He looked at Mr. Wilson's face, his hands and his clothes. He worked out that Mr. Wilson used to be a laborer, that he visited China in the past and that he did a lot of writing. When Sherlock Holmes told Mr. Wilson this information, he was very surprised because everything Sherlock Holmes said was true. Mr. Wilson decided that Holmes must be a wonderful detective. Mr. Wilson started telling Holmes his story. He had a small shop in London where he worked with his assistant Vincent Spaulding. Not many people visited Mr. Wilson's shop and he wasn't a rich man. One day, Mr. Spaulding showed him an advert in the newspaper for a job with the Red-Headed League. Here the word advert means advertisement. The Red-Headed League found jobs for men with red hair. Mr. Spaulding wanted Mr. Wilson to ask about the job because Mr. Wilson had red hair and the job was only a few hours a week. The money could really help Mr. Wilson and a small shop. That afternoon, Mr. Spaulding took Mr. Wilson to the Red-Headed League. There were a lot of men waiting outside the office and they all had red hair. But Mr. Spaulding pushed past all the men until they were outside the door. They went inside and met the manager, Mr. Duncan Rose, who told them about the job. The person who got the job would have to come to the office every day between 10 and 12 o'clock. He wouldn't be able to leave the office during this time. While he was in the office, he would have to copy all the information from large encyclopedia in a book. Here the word encyclopedia means a set of books giving information on many subjects. The pay was £4 a week. This was a lot of money. Mr. Rose told Mr. Wilson that if he could start work the next day, he could have the job. Mr. Wilson was very surprised but quickly said, Yes. Children, now we will move on to scene 2. The strong room at a bank with many boxes and crates in it. Here the word crates means a wooden box used for transporting goods. Holmes, Watson, Jones and a policeman await for the thief at the bank. They hide themselves behind the boxes. They were quiet and waiting for the thief. The strong room in dark, Watson looks at his watch. At 11:15 p.m., Spaulding and Rose come from underground. Holmes comes out from behind his box and hits the Spaulding's arm. The gun fell to the ground. Rose quickly gets back into the tunnel. Then they are caught by the policeman at the other end of the tunnel. Thus Holmes' team caught the thieves. Next, we will move on to scene 3. This scene opens with Sherlock Holmes' study. Holmes and Watson are sitting on chairs. Holmes said that there was never any red-headed league, and he explains to Dr. Watson that the red-headed was just created to keep Wilson away from his shop for some hours every day. Then Clay saw the color of Rose's hair and thought of a red-headed league. So when Wilson went for work daily, they had time to make the tunnel. Here the word tunnel means an artificial underground passage. And Holmes doubted Spaulding as he worked for half wages and was in the cellar most of time. Here the word cellar means basement. When Holmes hits the ground with his walking stick and saw Spaulding's trousers dirty, he understood that he is making a tunnel from the pawn shop to the bank at the back of the shop in the next street. They also closed the offices of the Red-Headed League. Holmes thought the tunnel must be ready and Saturday is a good day. The bank does not open on Sunday, so Holmes was sure the thieves would come and he caught them red-handed. At last, a huge bank robbery was cleverly stopped by Mr. Holmes. So children, this story tells about the celebration of human intelligence and also talks about the power of reasoning. Children, hope you all understood the story. For today's assignment, you are going to write the question answers in your classwork note. So children, see the WhatsApp group and complete the given assignment and report as task completed between 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. without fail. Thank you children. Have a nice day.